Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, I think I might be addicted to these child support cases. This Judge Von DeBee has me addicted to hearing these ridiculous child support cases. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Okay, Mr. Kennedy, you brought this case before the court.
Yes, ma'am.
What's going on?
So I'm sharing custody with our 12-year-old daughter now, and I'm just wanting a little more help with finances because as she's getting older, expenses are getting a little higher, and sports, dances, going out hanging with girls, and yeah, I just want a little more help on my end. I'm paying insurance already. And,
okay. How much are you paying in insurance?
$130.
All right. And what is your daughter's name?
Autumn.
Autumn. Oh, what a beautiful name.
Thank you.
Autumn. Okay. So what type of expenses does she have that are increasing?
Yeah, so she's doing volleyball right now, and we're thinking that she's going to be doing that in high school as well.
Okay.
So just, athletic wear and then traveling, going to places. I want to go and support her and as well as her, but, I'm the one having to drive and take her if I don't want her to ride the bus because I don't feel her safe doing that.
Okay. Is this a school bus or?
Yeah, it's a school bus.
With her teammates?
With her teammates, yes.
And you don't feel that she should, ride with her teammates?
If it's really far away, maybe like an hour or more, I'll
Okay.
drive her. But, if it's 30 minutes or less, I'll usually let her typically go.
Okay. That's understandable. Okay. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
She's just a growing girl, and girls are expensive, as they say. So.
I mean, we are. We have a lot of stuff that we need. So, yeah. Ma'am, is there anything you want to add or subtract from what he said?
Yes, Your Honor, I do feel that he's trying to take advantage of.
Listen, hold on a second. Hold on a second. She's not bad looking. She's not bad looking. Okay? She got the cannons in the front. Not being disrespectful, but, if they out there, I'm going to talk about them. The only thing I would ask this gentleman is, are you sure you can't work it out? Because what I'm looking at, I can see, I understand. You had to shoot the club up. Just a thought. Y'all might want to work this out.
My new relationship.
Okay. Tell me about this new relationship.
Well,
Oh, never mind.
I can't really help who I have fallen in love with. So my new husband is a fantastic provider. However, I do get an allowance, and it isn't as much as you would think coming from. Well, my husband's a CEO of an energy company, so you would expect a huge allowance, but obviously he has to protect all of his hard-earned income.
What type of allowance do you receive?
About $500 a week.
$500 a week. Okay.
Yo, as a millionaire, I'm assuming that he's a millionaire. Let's just say he's in the 7-figure range, right? And you give your wife $2,000 a month. Even looking at her right now, she doesn't have any jewelry on, but that might be a play. That might be a ploy. Pull the wool over our eyes. Make us think that she doesn't have any money. But listen, if he's only giving you that much, then that is the value that he thinks. And honestly, do you really even need that? What are you doing? What are you doing? It's only but so many clothes you can buy. I'm pretty sure he's giving you everything else. Like hair and nails aren't $2,000 a month worth. You need that, to me, man. That's pretty good. I'd be stacking that. I'd be putting it in the stock market, investing. Might even buy me a hooker or two. That's just me.
All right.
So, which really isn't that big a deal. Obviously.
That big a deal in terms of the amount of money, or you paying child support for the child living with him and having increased expense?
Well, I don't think it's that big a deal to Mr. Kennedy because he has a pretty healthy income himself.
But you do understand his income does not have anything to do with an increase in what you should be paying in child support, right?
Yes, I understand that, but what I don't think has been considered yet is the fact that I set aside furthering my education though I wanted to pursue that so that he could go get his MIS degree and then a master's in something. So I'm not sure that it's fair. I would like to consider all the money that wasn't spent on me that should have been spent on me.
That makes absolutely no sense. That makes absolute. Well, what about him? He went and got a degree. What about that? That's child support money right there. Like, what? I don't understand her argument. So because you didn't go to school, well, is she in school? I guarantee if the judge asks her, is she in school right now? She's gonna say no. She's gonna say no. What are you talking about, lady? If you really wanted to get this degree, you would have gotten this degree. You would have gotten this degree. It was probably more beneficial for him to go to school and for him to get the master's because he's going to be doing the work in order to bring in the most money. Why would you go to school? That doesn't even make sense.
While we were married.
Okay, yeah, no, that's not how this works. And sir, she says she gets a $500 a week allowance from her husband, and who is a CEO of an energy company. Briefly, how much money does your husband make?
I'm really not sure.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's a lot.
It's a lot?
I think so.
When you say a lot, is it like in the 200,000s, 300,000s?
Well, the car that he drives was about 200,000. So I'm thinking you'd probably have to
You
make
only
more
get a
than that.
$500 a week. You know what? That's not my business. That's not the reason I'm here. I'm not going to even entertain that.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what I'm saying. If you're only getting $500 or $2,000 a month, $500 every week, then he probably doesn't even want to give you that. Like, what do you spend? He's probably thinking, if I'm affording you, if your life is inevitably free, you get free lights, utilities, water, well, all that's utilities, and then like all the Netflix and the Wi-Fi, everything, the food is paid for. I'm pretty sure they have a cleaner because it doesn't look like she's cleaning anything. I'm pretty sure they have a cleaner, even a chef. If the car is worth $200,000, there are people that earn $100,000 and have a chef and a cleaner come through. It's not that expensive. He's just giving you that look. That's what you're worth to him.
I'll just move on. Sir, do you know how much money her husband makes a year?
I don't, but he's the Steve Jobs of the town of energy, so to say.
So let me ask you this. Are you expecting her child support to be based on his Steve Jobs?
No, his success has nothing to do with me or my daughter or our daughter. And like I said, I just want a little more help.
Reasonable
She's
man.
getting older, and
Sounds like.
if she's happily married with whoever and how big his wallet is, that is totally up to her.
Okay, well, I'm glad that's not what you were doing because you can't do that anyway. But what we can do, ma'am, is make you pay more in child support because at this point you've been paying zero. Because
But why would? Hold on a second. All right, so on the screen right now, this is the monthly. All right, so your salary or allowance, the net okay, health insurance 130, child support payment. So your child support payment is only going to be $400. If I was her and I'm being taken care of, right? Why does she even care? Why does she even care? Just give him the money. Just give him. If I would have just said, okay, I'll give you $500. I still have $1,500 to do whatever I want to do with. Which at this very moment, I can't even think of what I would do with the $1,500. If everything else is paid for, the only thing I can think of is gas. Maybe gas to drive around. Maybe like a gym membership, or like some type of payment for like some hobbies or something, like if I want to be a painter. But other than that, like I don't see how you can just spend $1,500 in 30 days. Are you doing something every single day? Who's taking care of the house? Who's taking care of the house?
I see you're a stay-at-home mom, which is absolutely okay. But you do understand that your child has increased expenses, correct?
Yes, I do see that.
Okay,
but
so after yes, I do see that, that means that I don't need any further response. So you understand that, right?
Well, how much are we talking about?
We're going to base it off that $500 a week allowance that you make.
Okay.
So, based on that, I have your gross at $2,000 a month. After you take out the calculations for the taxes, your net comes out to $1,662.53. Okay? That would give you a child support obligation of $266.
Taxes shouldn't be taken out of that because her husband is giving her that as an allowance. Like, you can't tax an allowance. You see what I'm saying? Like, he's just giving her this extra $2,000. So she shouldn't have lowered it because this isn't a real job. Like, this type of income that she's getting isn't taxed. So I don't know why she took the taxes out. That's just gonna make the payment lower.
However, you also heard him say that he pays $130, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
In medical insurance for the child. You're gonna have to reimburse that to him. So, in addition to the $266 a month for child support, you add the $130, your child support obligation monthly comes out to $396.
Can I say something?
Sure, but make it brief.
Okay, well, I don't know if he's still subscribing to the same psychic,
Okay.
but she charges, I think it's $412 a month.
Okay.
And-
What does this psychic have to do with these numbers?
She just said
Well,
psychic.
because I just feel like if he can afford the psychic, then maybe he can afford the insurance. And I guess I feel that is money that could have gone towards my education while we were married.
Okay, well,
Man,
I've
she's
already...
still on the education, ma'am. She's still on the education, ma'am. Listen, let me tell you something. Even if you did get that education, he probably saved you from debt. This man took on debt so that you didn't have to take on debt. You think he just paid off those student loans once he got that degree? No, he's probably still paying on them. He saved you from debt. You married a rich man. And living, even if you did get that degree, you wouldn't be using it right now at all. So you trying to make it seem like you missed out on what, a bunch of hard work and papers? Man, you have it easy.
already said no to that. That has nothing to do with me. I mean, you should address that in your divorce, obviously. And whatever he pays, if he chooses to do that, that has nothing to do with your responsibility, your financial responsibility to your daughter. So if there's nothing further from either of you, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
Listen, that was a wild case. I mean, not really, but I just can't understand how some people have this thought process. And it's good to finally see some men not getting the short end of the stick when it comes to like these family court situations. But guys, that's it for today's video. Do me a quick favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that hype button. This channel is growing and I thank you for all of your support. I really appreciate it. If you want another good video, click this one on your left. If you want a great one, click this one on your right, and I will see you on another one.